Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. And recently I was on a holiday for a week. Myself and my wife Carol went to Hayling Island, and we went to a few local towns around that area. Portsmouth, Chichester, Bognor Regis was another one. So first up, we have the Anchor Bay double disc presentation of The Last House on the Left. Lots of special features, audio commentary with Wes Craven and producer Sean S. Cunningham, and then there's a second separate audio commentary, documentary, film about the scoring of the movie, another documentary, so a couple of documentaries there, various trailers, booklet, and poster and still gallery. Okay, early unfinished Wes Craven short, Tales That Will Tear Your Heart, and alternative cut of the film presented on DVD. Okay, so quite a lot there. Here's the booklet and double disc, and got some reverse cover art there as well. So picked that up. That was an awful lot. That was actually 50p for that, so not bad for a second-hand Anchor Bay purchase. In a charity shop, found a Studio Jubilee. My neighbour Totoro, not the best pronunciation person, but number 9 in their movie back catalogue. One that I found just before the holiday but hadn't had a chance to pop it into a video was a Region 1 documentary, mockumentary I suppose you could call it, really. Comic Book the Movie, directed by Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill. Again, 2-disc special edition. I think this was only £1 in a local charity shop here, actually. But as I say, it was literally just a day or so before we went on holiday that I found that. Found whilst we were on Hayling Island itself, brand new. This was actually still sealed, but the plastic was grimy, so I took that off straight away, and that was Lost Horizon. I have got a copy of this, but this will be an upgrade because my one has a very damaged inlay card. I think there's like a little tear or rip on it. So as I say, this was brand new and still sealed. I think that was only like a 50p as well. Found a Renowned Pictures one, The Glass Mountain. Picked that up. I think that was £1, so that was quite good. And as you can see, that is still fully sealed. Then I found some networks. I found the Stanley Baxter collection, 2-disc. That was in a charity shop on Hayling Island, and that was only £1. Then there was a couple in a charity shop, not really my sort of program, Soldier, but as anyone knows who's watched previous videos, if I see the networks, I do pick them up, just to sort of save them from being thrown away or sit on a shelf and then eventually sort of get tossed in the bin by the charity shops. So I picked up series 1 and 2 of Soldier. Then I think this came from Bognor Regis, a BBC Oscar Wilde collection, which contains The Importance of Being Earnest, The Picture of Dorian Gray, An Ideal Husband, and Lady Windermere's Fan. So we've got 2-disc edition on, I think this one is the 2-disc one. Yep, that one's the 2-disc edition. That contains An Ideal Husband and Lady Windermere's Fan. And this one contains, but it's both films on both programs on one disc, The Importance of Being Earnest and The Picture of Dorian Gray. This too was only 50p in a charity shop in Bognor Regis. I will admit the reason I picked this up was for The Picture of Dorian Gray, because it has one of my favourite actors in it, appearing in it, Jeremy Brett. So I solely picked it up for The Picture of Dorian Gray starring Jeremy Brett. So yeah, so picked that up and it's in really nice condition. So that's probably something that once I watch that, I'll probably pass that on. Then sort of more up-to-date program, we've got Bates Motel season 4, 3-disc edition. Although I've had to pop it in a new case because the case wasn't too great. I've doubled up the discs for the moment till I can find a disc case with 3, but the case wasn't great, but the discs and everything else was good, so I've just popped that in a new case like that for the moment. Series 4, as I say, I've got, I think, series 1 and 2 now, so it's just tracking down, I think, series 3. Then on our way back we stopped off in Maidstone and picked up a couple of bits, and in the British Heart Foundation shop there they had Witchblade, the animated series. This was £20, but I've subsequently had a little look, and they do sell for a lot more than that online on sites like eBay. So I thought I'd pick that up, and it's in really good condition. I haven't got to change the cases. So we've got collection number 6 there, disc 6 I should say, then 5, 4, 3, 2, and then disc 1. So yeah, it wasn't me that actually spotted this, it was my wife. We were at the till with a couple of other bits and pieces, and actually I think that's where I got the Bates Motel from as well, and she happened to look down and she went, "Oh look, Witchblade, animated series." So I asked the lady if I could have a little look at that, and pick that up. So that was really, really good, and a good spot from my wife with that. And then I just reach over and grab them. Sorry about the glare, but it's a little bit of a sunny day out there. I picked up some audio in another charity shop whilst we were on holiday. We got BBC's Dick Barton's Special Agent. I put this one in a new case because it needed a new case. And then I got some Paul Temple adventures. We got Paul Temple and the Alex Affair. That was, I think these were, oh yeah, still got the labels on. These were a couple of pounds each, £2 each, so I didn't mind that. One or two of the cases I will probably change. Paul Temple and the Margot Mystery. This one I think I might have, but I had no one to check in my collection as I was on holiday, so I just thought, well, for £2 I'll take the gamble. There's always a possibility that the discs in here are slightly better condition than the ones I've already got, so if they are, if not, I will pass it on. Then we got Paul Temple and the Conrad case. So picked that up. That was good to get. So a few of those, and mixed in with the CDs, which was also a holiday purchase. Not my type of music. I'm not a big fan of him myself, but I know my wife is. Ed Sheeran album X. With the Witchblade and the Bates Motel, which we picked up in the Heart Foundation shop. In the same foundation shop, we picked up, for my wife Carol, a Funko Pop from WandaVision, Vision 50s version. She saw that there, and it was only a £5, so I said, did she want that for her collection? Same as me, she doesn't collect a lot of Funko Pops, but she does collect a few if they take her interest and the price is cheap. So we got all of those bits. Next up will be some comic books that we found, and there'll probably be a massive Doctor Who haul, which we found on the day after we came back from holiday in Hive here in Kent. So look out if you're a Doctor Who fan for the massive Doctor Who collection that I managed to pick up in a charity shop. As well as finding the DVD bits whilst we were on holiday, we went to the town of Chichester, and not only did we end up going to the cathedral there and the gardens, but we also had a day there where we went round the charity shops and had a very successful time of finding lots of comic book related stuff there. So without further ado, we'll go through and have a little look. First up, we have the novelisation of Craven's Last Hunt. Picked that up in a charity shop for my wife. She collects the comic book novelisations. She's got a collection of those. So picked that up. Really good condition. Almost as new. Just a little bit of wear on the corners. As you can see, I haven't even had a chance to take the price labels off yet. So that was £1.50. So that was a good find. Let's pop that over there. Okay, and then next we found in one charity shop the next 3 trade paperbacks stroke graphic novels. Brian K. Vaughan, Spectators. So found that. And that's a hardback edition. Really good condition. And that was £1.50. And then they also had Fish Flies, another Image trade paperback. Collects fish flies 1 to 7. That's not easy to say when you have a speech problem like me. Again, not one that I know anything about, but for the price of £1.50, I wasn't going to say no, and it was a case of, oh, we found one trade paperback. In fact, my wife found one of these, and then I spotted the Image logo on the side and went, oh, hang on, we got another one, and we got another one. So, as I say, these first 3 all came from one shop, so picked that up. And then from the same author, we have The Nobody hardback edition, slightly sort of oversized format. Again, not one I know anything about, but I thought I'd pick that up and give it a go and see if it's any interesting or not. So that was the first. That's those 3. Then we went into another charity shop and picked up some more Image. It was a very good town, Chichester, for Image comics. Obviously somebody there really likes their Image comics. The Fix, Nick Spencer, Volume 1. And this was £3.49. And they had Volume 2. Also £3.49, and they also had The Fix Volume 3. So there we go. Oh, I didn't notice that when I picked it up. It's got a little bit of water damage there. I don't know what's happened there. Damn, I didn't notice that when I was in the shop, but that's a shame. Oh well, and I did notice that. Yeah, I noticed that it had a crease there, but I hadn't noticed the water damage when it was in the shop. Oh well. Never mind, I got them to read anyway, so they are read copies, but I hadn't noticed that. But again, yep, $3.49. But the money's gone to a charity shop, so that's not too bad. I had noticed a little bit there, but no, I hadn't noticed that. Hadn't noticed that. A little bit of water damage. Never mind. Still a good thing to pick up. And then in a different charity shop, they had. I think this was the same shop that we found the Craven book. Found that and these at the same time. Matt Fraction and Chip Zionardi's 6 Criminals Volume 1. Yeah, pretty good condition. Volume 2. I don't know how long the series ran for, but not a series. I have seen the series out and about before, but not actually taken any sort of time to check what the story is or anything. Although it says on the back there, they have lots of sex and start robbing the bank. So yeah, number 2, and we've got volume 3. So all good to pick up, and yep, each one of these was £2.50. So not too bad, and this 3 volumes go all the way up to issue 15. So there we go. Have got another couple of trade paperbacks. Got a couple which I picked up just before we went on holiday. I picked up Avengers, Chaos War Avengers, which reprints Chaos War Dead Avengers 1 to 3, Chaos War Ares, and Chaos War 4 1 to 2. This was 75p. I think I picked this. Yes, this I picked up in a charity shopping deal just before we went on holiday, and in a different charity shop picked up DC Heroes and Villains collection. It's one of the part works that came out recently, a DC one. Picked this up for my wife, who was interested in reading it. Batman Harlequin one shot, and reprints Harlequin 0 to 7. Oh, sorry, just nudged the camera there. Do apologise. Looks like we've got some character bio in the back. Oh, that's got a little bit of a mark there, but it was about £3-4, and it's just one to read. So there we go. Yeah, so picked that up. Yeah, it's quite a thick volume, reprinting 7-8 comics all in all. And then when we came back from holiday, we went and picked up and paid a visit to my local comic shop, where I had a couple of titles reserved for the new stuff that had come in. And whilst we were there, we had a look round, and we found a couple of second-hand new bits that had come in. Managed to pick up for £6 Invincible, Volume 1 Family Matters. Wanted to give Invincible a go, so it's quite handy to pick them up in a good second-hand condition. So I've got Volume 1. There was also Volume 2 that somebody had possibly traded in at some point. So I was quite happy to pick those up and get that. I think we've got up to number 8. So we've got issue 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8. So up to issue 8 in total there. And my wife found another one of these Panini collected editions to do with Spider-Man, Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man. This one's called Revival, and collects Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man 1 to 7. It's a little bit worn, but it wasn't a lot of money. I think £4, something like that. I mean, they're like £10 when they're new, so if I'd seen it in a charity shop for £4 or £5, I probably would have picked it up if she wanted it. So it helps support my local comic shop to find stuff. So there we go. That was a bunch of trade paperbacks. Some we found before, some we found after, and a load that we found during our holiday. So I hope you enjoyed seeing those. Please let me know in the comments below any of these stories, if you've read them, what you think of them. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit the notification bell so you know next time I do some more videos. Thank you very much. Bye for now.